Hello, I'm C. Edward Baldwin, and this is the Ink Report. I am a huge fan of Yahoo. Not the search engine. I use Google for all my search needs, or most of my search needs. For all my search needs. But Yahoo News. I get most of my news from Yahoo News. They seem to be a little quicker than the network news. And a lot of times if I miss something locally, Yahoo, if you put your location into their system, they'll give you some local, some news that you might have missed. So a huge fan of Yahoo News. But one of my pet peeves with Yahoo News is their obsession with forcing all things Kardashian down your throat. And particularly the two youngest Kardashians, Kendall and Kylie Jenner. And the youngest one on yesterday, so I'm reading Yahoo News yesterday, and without fail, at least every other day, it's going to be something about either Kylie or Kendall Jenner. Now, neither one of these girls have done anything significant to warrant this type of press coverage so early, other than showing off their bodies. This is the picture that I was shown yesterday for Kylie Jenner. Now, keep in mind, Kylie, she's 17. She won't be 18 until, I think it was August 10th, because I looked it up. Because the accompanying article said something about her being almost 18. So I wanted to see how close almost was. And so she will be 18 officially in another 7 days, or 7 days from the time this photo hit the airwaves. But again, this is what Yahoo is fascinated with. And so I read the article, and it was a gushing article about Kylie being self-confident about her body and whatever. And so I scrolled down to the comments because I wanted to see what some of the comments were. And at the time that I read the article, they had already had about 2,300 comments on this article, on this photo. And the photo had only been up at that time maybe a couple of hours. And already 2,300 people have weighed in. And a lot of the comments were about, how these girls shouldn't be here. They're not famous. Why are you doing this? But when you got 23 comments on the photo, that's why Yahoo is doing it, because it generates publicity and drives more traffic to their site. Even though I personally think they have a great site just based off the news, where you don't need this little side thing. But again, 23 comments say that I'm wrong. But to me, it kind of points to a bigger thing, right? And before I get into that, let's take a look at a recent outing by her older sister, Kendall. And let's meet on the other side.
Kendall, how's your sister Courtney doing? Are you worried about Courtney? Are you worried about Courtney's divorce from Scott? Guys, please. Kendall, have you talked to Scott? Have you talked to Scott about Courtney? What do you have to say to Scott? Do you think there's any hope for Scott? Does he need to go to rehab? We're good. Kendall, what's going on, baby?
Back to LA, Kendall. You look good.
Are you worried about Kendall, about Courtney and Scott?
Selfie. Selfie. Selfie.
Oh my God,
I know sex sells, all right? I'm on Yahoo, and I'm reading news stories, and I'm scanning the corner articles, and I see a girl in a bathing suit, and I'm gonna click on it because I'm a heterosexual sexual male, so I get that. But it's something icky. There's an icky feeling comes over you when you click on this photo, and then it's this 17-year-old girl. Okay, there's an ickiness that comes over you, and it's kind of like if you were walking down the street and you see a girl in a bathing suit, or a woman in a bathing suit, and you say, "Oh, it looks good," and then you find out that's your aunt, or heaven forbid, your sister. It's that ickiness that kind of comes over you. And again, this is to be expected from the Kardashians. I mean, they've made a ton of money by exploiting their bodies. But you kind of wonder, particularly for the two youngest girls, what they learned from that type of exploitation of themselves, and what type of message they're sending to so many girls their age about the sexual exploitation of themselves. I just think that it sends a bad message, and one that there's not a whole lot you can do about it. Because like I said, Yahoo puts a Kendall or Kylie photo on their website at least every other day, and it's always half dressed or provocatively dressed, right? And many people click on it. So sex sells, but you hope that there was some boundaries, right? 17-year-old girl dressed like that should send up some warning bells to someone. And these are the girls that a lot of our teenage girls are looking up to. And so they get the idea that, hey, that's the way I'm going to get attention. And then you go to college and you can find yourself in some compromising situations based off your thought process that if I dress this way, I'm going to get attention. Some of that attention you don't want. And I know it sounds a little old-fashioned, a little fuddy-duddy, but sometimes you need some old-fashioned fuddy-duddy stuff in order to keep girls safe. Help keep girls safe. I just think that we should help girls keep themselves safe. And one of the ways to do that is to not put everything that you have out on display. There's other ways to get attention. And I'm not to say don't be proud of your body, but this is not a I'm proud of my body type situation. This is I want you to notice me, and the only way I can get you to notice me if I put this out, put that out. And I just think that there's, something tad bit wrong with that. Well, anyway, that's my soapbox for today. I don't know. I just don't know.